This expert advisor is sold for $500, and it only works for the Euro-USD pair. According to the guy who made it, the success rate is 96.17% if the recommended settings are used. That's a very high success rate, and this expert advisor has got a very good rating on the MQL5 forum. Well, let's give it a try first and see the results. Hi traders, welcome back to our channel. A few weeks back, I received this expert advisor from one of the subscribers. Let's call him Jonas. He bought it for $480 from a public trading forum. So far, everything looks normal, but I was surprised when I checked the marketplace where the expert advisor is sold. Well, according to the backtesting process done by the seller, this expert advisor will work 96.17% of the time. Well, that seems quite tempting, right? As this expert advisor is available in a public marketplace, I tried to read some of the reviews that people left in the forum. Well, the majority of the users are satisfied. Jonas has purchased the expert advisor and has made a $23.02 profit with his $320 trading account in just 2 weeks. That sounds amazing. Let's backtest the expert advisor ourselves and see how successful it is. The first thing I enjoy is going through the expert advisor rules. Unfortunately, I've received the expert advisor in the EX4 format, which means that I can't easily see the codes and review the strategy. So what to do in this situation? Well, we can ask for the indicator file that comes with the EA. Unfortunately, there wasn't any. All we know is that it's a trend-following expert advisor that doesn't rely on any martingale or hedging strategy. The seller recommends using the indicator exclusively on the Euro-USD pair and preferably on the 1-hour time frame. This indicator relies on a moving average indicator together with price action rules. We should have at least $200 in our balance, and it's recommended to have a maximum risk of 2% in all our trades. Up till now, nothing fishy except the high success rate of plus 96.17%. Keep watching to see whether we're dealing with a no-loss expert advisor or not. With that being said, let's begin backtesting. First, we need to import the expert advisor to the MetaTrader platform. To do that, you just need to save the EX4 file under the Property folder. Once done, you can find it in this drop-down menu. Just select it and let's adjust the other settings. In one of the recent videos where we backtested the so-called Always Win Expert Advisor, some of the viewers asked us to work on a long time interval to properly backtest the EA and to get enough data. Well, let's begin with a 5 years interval this time. We'll stick to the recommendations of the EA sellers and select the Euro-USD pair. The time frame we're going to begin with is 1 hour, then switch to a higher one. Usually when you're dealing with an expert advisor that follows a price action strategy, it's recommended to stick to high time frames. Before we hit start, let's adjust the budget and the settings. When we hit on Expert Properties, we'll first use the $1,000 initial balance. Click here to see the other settings. This expert advisor is quite flexible as we get to play around with different settings such as the risk ratio, take profit, and stop loss, plus the maximum number of trades. We'll use the default settings provided together with the expert advisor. We just need to hit on Load and select the settings file, which is usually in SET format. Before we run the backtesting process, let's adjust the volume size. I'm going to reduce it to 2 microlots this time. Cool, let's quickly check everything again, then hit on Start. While waiting, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if this is your first time here. If you're looking for a way to build your expert advisor, I recommend you take this course from Udemy. It will help you build an expert advisor from scratch so you can easily backtest your trading strategies. I'll leave the link in the video description. Otherwise, if you want us to review your trading strategy, you can submit it to us using this link. As a quick tip, you can always reduce the speed of the backtesting process if you want to study the system. Just make sure that your indicators are added to the chart. I usually use this method when I'm analyzing the losing trades. You can first run the entire process and select the time interval that has the highest number of losing trades. Once you have 3 or 4 successive losses in front of you, check whether there were any important fundamentals during that day, especially if you're a scalper. You can refer to any event calendar. If you find that the day doesn't have any major events, you can then move on to the chart technical analysis. Apply some indicators and see whether some of these trades are filtered out or not. Always remember that the perfect trading strategy doesn't exist because everything that occurs while trading is acting on a real market. It's only presented as charts and appears as a set of rules-based numbers and data. The reality is, it's real fluid data that's registered from real markets. Cool, we've just completed the process. Let's look at the results now. We can begin by reviewing the equity graph. We can see a stable increase of equity throughout the last 5 years. The expert advisor has triggered many trades. We can notice a slight drawdown which can't be visible due to the high number of trades. This is a very promising performance, I would say. Now let's look at the figures. We had 1,536 trades in total. That's an average of 6 trades per week. The drawdown is 8.69%, which is amazing. The success rate is 92.77% with 13 consecutive wins. The total net profit is $1,153 with a fantastic profit factor of 4.66. This is probably one of the best performances I've ever seen in my entire life experience as a trader. That's a consistent 2% monthly return, a pretty safe and solid ROI. This looks good, right? What if we run this on a 10 years time interval? Do you think the EA will still make some profit? Before we do that, let's look at the list of trades. We can see that we're dealing with an expert advisor which is based on a discretionary strategy. There's no hedging or any martingale-based system. Let's adjust the time interval to 10 years and redo the test. When you're trading Forex, crypto, or even the stock market, remember to always use a trading system with an edge. This entails the consistent application of the rules which govern a particular strategy, such as a specific entry and exit points, or always trading in the direction of the prevailing trend. Perhaps you use simple moving averages to help identify a new trend as early as possible, and a stochastic indicator to help determine whether or not it's safe to enter a trade after a moving crossover. Awesome! We've just completed the backtesting process. We can notice some fluctuation throughout the first 4 years. The equity graph began a consistent surge afterward. In your opinion, what's the reason behind this significant change? Let us know in the comments section. Again, we're looking at some outstanding results. The success rate is still above 91.38%, and we recorded a relatively higher profit as we were running throughout a time interval of 10 years. We've made $1,586 this time. We're using a standard volume of 2 microlots. The profit might be higher or lower if we went for, let's say, 3 or 4 microlots. Well, that'll be a bit risky, to be honest with you. So far, all the metrics look amazing, so I've decided to increase the testing period to 15 years. The results were quite interesting, and there's something important that can be learned. A secret that gurus never share with you when selling their expert advisors. Do you want to know what happened next? Hit on the subscribe button and get a notification as soon as we release the second part. And don't forget to check out the other videos on this channel. Happy trading!